Good morning from Bandra Bandstand. It has rained very heavily last night. I was not planning to come here, but then because of my heart condition, I decided to walk. So I take a rickshaw from Bandra Bandstand. Then I come here, pay my respects to Mr. Salim Khan Sahab. And then I get tired very easily because of my kidney problem. The Bandstand Promenade is not that crowded in the mornings. And because of the rains, hardly the few regulars only. Okay, today I'll tell you a story of a lady. She has a pet cat and she sits bang opposite Galaxy, where Mr. Salman Khan stays. She stays on the bus stop. I've been watching her for a couple of days, but I never talked to her. Then a few days back, I gave her a mask. I did not talk to her. I avoid having conversation with women. I just want to be on the safe side. But she watches me, I watch her. And this morning, I smiled at her. This morning, I smiled at her and spoke to her. She has a pet cat, as I told you, and she has got all these boxes and everything. It's on the bus stop. I asked her what she was doing in Mumbai. So she had a story to tell. She said she had come here from Aurangabad. She had come from Aurangabad for a pilgrimage to Haji Ali. And the lockdown happened and she got stuck. She could not go back. She didn't know where to stay. So she started staying opposite Salman Khan's house, thinking that somebody will help her. She has not met Salman Khan, but she did meet her father. She did meet his father and she didn't get any response as such. I don't know the whole story, but this is what she told me. I gave her some money. She asked about me, so I told her I'm a Sufi guy connected to Makhanpur, Khalifa of Zinda Shah Madar. So this is the first time I talked to her. So there are a lot of people having a lot of stories. And at Bandstand you can't miss them. There are so many people walking with stories. And I continue distributing masks at Bazaar Road and Bandstand. The coronavirus is going to be part of our lives. Can't escape it. Yesterday I was feeling a bit unwell and I thought maybe it's a call. But then nothing happened as such. So this is it. I pray for everyone in the morning. After I shower, I go to my Imam Bada and I pray for my brothers, my sisters, my wife, my children, my friends, my gurus, my peer. I miss out no one. Even a few detractors of mine, I pray for them. This coronavirus is not an ordinary virus. And the amazing part about this coronavirus is a lot of people have not taken it seriously. I know so many people in Bazaar Road. They walk without masks. There is no social distancing. And I tell you, even at the promenade at Bandra Bandstand, I told Roy Fonseca, who is one of the honchos here of the promenade, I told him that you should make it mandatory, that nobody enters the promenade without a mask. But he says he can do it, but who will enforce it? He has a few watchmen. I don't think they can enforce it because there are a lot of drunks, drug addicts, antisocial elements. You can't fight with them. And with a baton in your hand, you can do nothing. Because these guys carry sharp razor edge instruments or whatever. So this is about it. My grandchildren are all at home. They've been honing their skills, drawing, painting. Even my 2-year-old granddaughter, Zahra, She's amazing. I bought her a drawing book, coloring book, and I gave her some pencils. So you know what she does? You will be shocked. She takes a bowl of water, she dips the pencil in the water, and she uses it like a paint. So this is the child's mind, and luckily all my grandchildren are very good in drawing, painting. Narjas, of course, calls Ranjit Daya the wall artist, her guru. He has helped her a lot. He has given her paints, brushes, palette. I'm really grateful to him. So there is one more thing I would like to tell you. If you have grandchildren or you have children, you should really give them a drawing book. And if you can afford it, nothing better than a camera. It's the biggest and the best textbook of life. Let the child take pictures. And when the child takes pictures, you'll come to know so many unhidden truths about life. What a child shoots, if you can understand that, you will know the inner growth of the child. And that is what I did when Marzia and Narjis, my two granddaughters, were 18-month old. I gave them the camera and let them shoot. I used to assist them also. And now they are full-fledged photographers. They're not scared. They're not camera shy. And Marzia makes TikToks. Marzia is a very good cook. Her mother's taught her. Her grandmother taught her cooking chapatis, and she bakes some of the best cakes. Narjis is, of course, she has a reply for everything. And Xenia also. So this is life. Business is, as I told you, is totally wiped out. No, I had a call yesterday from a friend of mine. He wanted some clothes to be made, but then the wholesale market is closed. So I promised to meet him again. So this is thing. A lot of people I meet, I talk to them. And they all have a story to tell. They don't have money. They borrowed from people. Good friends have helped them out. But how long will this help go on? I don't understand anything about this lockdown. If they extend it, then it's going to be terrible for people. I mean, unlocking is happening fine, but business is really, really bad. The only demand is for essentials, chemists. And now, there's another story I want to tell you. I asked, there's some little work to be done at home, carpentry. So I told somebody, and he sent a carpenter to my house. There's three small work. A rod has to be fixed. A door is got jammed, it has got to be scraped or whatever. And another work, 3 works. The quotation given is 4,500 with the material. I called another guy. He saw the thing. He gave me a quotation of 4,000. Finally, I met this friend of mine. He supplies me masks, medical masks that I am distributing to people. And his son, Sheikh Rashid, he came home. He calls me Sufi Sahab. He came home, he saw the stuff. He said, whatever you give me, I will take. I said, no, that's not possible. Because you have to tell me what you're going to charge. He said, no, you give me anything. So he started the work. I gave him, for the material, he charged me 200 rupees. And I gave him 1,000 rupees for the work. It was about 2 or 3 hours work. He gave the money back to me. He said, no, keep it. I said, no, I will not keep it. I forced the money on him. I said, this is your hard-earned money. And please keep it. And he kept the money. So there are good people. I mean, a work that was costing about 4,500, he has done it for 1,200 with the material. Because he's a carpenter and he's an interior decorator, and And I told him, I said, you should not refuse money, because at this time, even somebody gives you 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees or 100 rupees, it makes a big difference, and buy your ration or whatever. Because today, a lot of people are facing hardships, sufferings. And then at the same time, now this is the first time I'm not going to Kamakya. because of the lockdown and because of the coronavirus. So I'm going to miss this Khamakya. I wish all my friends in Khamakya, Assam, Niku, Hemant, Abhijit, so many of them, Narayan Chaiwala, I wish them the very best. And my Aghori Guru, Manikandan, who have been documenting for the last 4 years, the Tantrics, the Kinara Khada, Bhavani Mata, Gayatri Devi, both of them are Mahamandleshwars of the Kinara Khada. And this is the first time in 4 years that I'm not going. I'm going to miss Khamakya because I documented it with a passion, with a great passion. But despite my low immunity, despite my recent heart attack and my kidney problem, I'm planning right now, to go to Haridwar if it happens, the Kumbh at 2021 is the Haridwar. I have never ever been to Haridwar and I hope it happens so I can go there. That's all for today. Wish you guys a very happy morning from Bandra and please stay safe. Continue with social distancing. Don't take life for granted. Don't take this virus for granted. It's a deadly virus. It attacks even before you know it. It has attacked you. So even myself, I don't know, because I am absolutely disease prone or whatever you call it. But the one good thing that has happened in my life is before the pandemic, I was being treated by Dr. Shrenik Mishra. He's a cardiologist at Hinduja Khar and he suggested I take an influenza shot that cost me about 1,000 rupees. I got it, I bought the shot and I got it, I took it at Dr. Parma's clinic. And from the time I have taken it, that is in February, I don't have cold, cough. That has been, I really thank Dr. Mishra for what he has done. And I'm being treated by Dr. Manoj Chadda for my diabetes. I'm on insulin and I'm got kidney high creatinine that I have been taken care by Dr. Jatin Kothari of Hinduja Mahim. So this is one way of keeping in touch with all of you. I'm not much into live videos. I post my video at YouTube and I post it again at IGTV. And I prefer Instagram to Flickr. I prefer Instagram to Facebook too. I don't much like Facebook. And I have been using Twitter, 257,000 tweets since 2008. I'm on Flickr since 2007. I'm a pro member. But somehow Flickr does not excite me anymore. I don't know why. Maybe too much of Flickr has done this to me. My son gifted me 2 years pro membership. So this is all for today. Thank you.